Hello everyone, Burton's back in the realm. We're continuing with Qarth. The Qarthian Empire has just expanded. We've taken over the islands of Narth and now we have a western launching point. The downside to this though is the woman who's currently in charge of there absolutely hates us, and rightly so. In fact, she hates us so much I am actually hoping that very soon she'll revolt, and then that will give us a very good excuse to take over the land from her. Now we're not going to bother trying to kill her. We can try and kidnap her, that's not going to do us any good. She does have a daughter who also hates us, so we really need to get rid of them altogether. We could do with getting them converted. Unfortunately, we are focusing our conversion attempts over here in Ashabad, and that's purely because the amount of levy size they can give us. If we can get a conversion on that, that would be far better for us in the long term. So we're sending our army back over, we're going back home. We need to build up some coin now. It has been, well, it's been a very expensive time for us. We've been financing some colonies, we've been in a few different wars, and I think now it's time to sort of look a bit internal to self. So let's make sure all of our slaves are actually breeding. So she's breeding, which is fine. In fact, let's get that on there. So we'll put it to the women, because the women are the breeders, obviously. Now, right, so we know she's breeding. She's 22. She is also, that's fine, excellent. Lossie? She's not, she hates us though. We're used to this. Mariam. Now that's one thing with slave management, I always find it to be slightly boring. And it's boring until all the money starts rolling in. So it's something that we need to do, it's something that's been funding us for a while. There we go, there's one we forgot about. So who should we get her breeded with? Let's see, we've got someone with fairly good skills, well, we're very limited. Tal, it shall be you, splendid. So that's her began to pay her way. Here's another one we've forgotten about, and we're going to give you to, yeah, Qarth, so you can do it. Splendid. Another fine day's work, 2 people forced into slave sex. Master Schema, like it. Right, I think that's it. Obviously we've got a lot of slave children, and we could do something with some of them if we wanted to, but you know what, I think just like horses, we want to keep the young ones and maybe get rid of the old. So in command is no longer affecting us. Right, so our fort level isn't too bad at 8. I think one of the things that we might do as soon as we get a little bit more money is maybe start upon improving some of these things. Maybe basic defences would be a good start. Princess Allura of is built a lair in Qarth? What? Who is this? It is Rhaegal. Or Rhaegal. So she's actually doing alright. She's got quite a few kids now. Vagon. It's worrisome as well that she does have some children, because even though the dragons appear to be causing a little bit of problems, she's got kids who might be able to ride them in the future. So in a way, our situation is a rock and a hard place. The mighty army of UT, thankfully so far they don't seem to be aggressive. That's fine, that is a godsend. And then on this side, we've got the Dragon Queen, the Slaver's Bay. We're trying to get a claim over here in this portion of Lajosh in Hasharak. And from there, I think that maybe we would just claim Lazosh, maybe Khosrak, and New Gis. I think we're going to leave Yunkai, Hesh and Marine. Oh my god. The God Emperor Han of UT has died after a period of illness. Who rules in UT? It's a boy. Can we arrange a marriage? That'll be a betrothal, let's see. Mustn't marry an infidel. That would have been good. To get your tie on my side. Oh well, everything can't go to plan, can it? You know? Okay, so we said we were going to have a look at a little bit of internal management. We've just had a look at sorting out our remaining slaves, making sure they are actually breeding. We could probably by now go ahead and get 400 gold or so if we get rid of one of our slave camps. Oh no, it doesn't appear as if we could. That's fair enough. One known plot by this man who says no. Oh, it's a woman. My apologies, Miss Chitok. Yeah, you could have done better for yourself, Prince Min. So that's what's going on there. I think maybe we should keep our armies motivated. Maybe a slave raid? Is it that sort of time? Slave raid of Faris. Yeah, let's do that. So my slave has given birth to a child. She is called Jahaira, and she's been born into my possession, so she's making some money for me. That's good, I like that. So what have you guys managed to muster? Anything? No, not a lot. So I would imagine 2,000 be enough. Let's be sensible with this. So we'll send Woolen. You can go in and do that. 700 will be reinforcements. As of yet, they've not pulled up anyone. Which is slightly odd, but if they're willing to sit behind the wall, I'm willing to try and take advantage of this. Now you need to remember that obviously because of the landscape, we're turned into like jungle territory here, it does take an age to move through here, which I suppose is like a natural defence in itself. Now with Pharos, it is something I would like to take over. I think it's a logical move, just to take over all of the land here. Unfortunately, I think it's something that would be difficult because the Stone Cow of Faris, look how long that would take. You can just imagine how long that would take to actually get those on our side religiously. Oh, there we go, so they've called up 700. And we have, we've landed, that's fine. In fact, we're going to send you down, take care of that 700. It's only a small stack, the army of Zed of Pharos. It shows how weak these guys are. It's just such a shame that we haven't achieved what we wanted to achieve just yet. Not only have we not had a son, oh well, not one who's lived, we've also not got our conquest. The conquest that we need to go on is expand realm by conquest. It would involve a lot of prestige, but it's something I'm considering switching over to if we can get a son soon. That would only gain us 50 prestige, but it's important that we try and get one. I'm not saying my brother's a bad man or anything, I'm just saying I prefer it to be my son. We've lost our chief general. What's happened to him? Oh, just poor health? Well, as long as nothing's amiss there. So who have we got? Incompetent commander, but he's a skilled fighter. I wouldn't like that. Skilled commander, Zaro. Yeah, we'll go for you, Zaro. You will do the job. In fact, we won't even put him over to suppress revolts. We want revolts to happen. And I'm fine with that. Get back up on here. So maybe we should pull out of Lazosh. Yeah. No, we're gonna stay the course. We'll stay the course. We'll stay, try to get the claim here in Hasharak. We're expanding out a little bit, which is fine. Ideally, Ashabad. Ashabad should be up there. We've taken the majority of their strength as well, so they are extremely weak. But the more we take close to these borders, the more likely this man, God Emperor, and the Orange Emperor apparently, the more likely he is to actually notice us. And it's something that we don't really want to be noticed for right at this moment, so we're besieging instead, down in Pharos. So what is actually going on over here then? Oh, it looks like there's been a change in leadership. What's happened here? He still hates us though. We'll take that. Can we incite him to revolt? Oh, there we go. We've had another slave child born. That is good. This man's a lunatic as well. That would be brilliant. We don't want to revoke. What a shame. Maybe if I switch my focus. What focus are we currently? We're currently on war focus. Yeah, we'll change that. We'll go on to intrigue. See if that frees anything up for us. Our son is just not happening right now. We're going to abandon that. And we're going to want to go on to win the war. With the amount of wars we're having, it's an easy way for us to get quick prestige. Oh, don't want to do that. There we go. So 2,700 men, and we're going to take this. It's not going to be quick. It's taking a good while, considering that they don't have too many defenders. I mean, mind you, in terms of the difference attackers v defenders, it's fairly even. Daenerys is just continuing. We probably need to keep an eye on her. She's not doing anything though. Did she have a child with Burton? No, she didn't. So she is leading troops in Vadahan. What's happening in Vadahan? Well, firstly, where the hell is Vadahan? Oh, there's... So she is doing something. She's not as aggressive as I thought. I thought we were going to have a bit more trouble from her. So it's actually quite fortuitous that we haven't had that much at all. We've got a tiny little army up here from Pharos. I don't know why you've decided just to randomly land there, but we'll certainly take care of you. No one attacks my new colony in Markov. So there's another new Spicer. She's fine, 50 years old and still no son. How old's my wife? She's 23. There's still plenty of time. She actually wants 5 children, so that's good. Should we send her a gift? 180 gold we've got. She's not a fantastic fan of us. Fulfilled marriage wish. We got her on side a little bit. We won't send her any money as of yet. War elephant pens, camel riding ground. Interesting. So in command is no longer affecting us. I didn't know we were actually in command of anywhere. I didn't raise our armies. Oh, there we go. It looks like they've run away. Which is fine. We'll chase you down. So far, I'm happy with the expansion that we've done. Some of the time it's taken a while to get ourselves a decent claim. I know she's doing her best, but Tagiana, she took years on some provinces. Unfortunately, because of our religion, it makes it difficult for us to marry in and try and take over land that way. But the good thing is, we do have an option to do a lot of slave raids. That's very easy for getting us people to sell, and it's also very good for, I think it's very good for morale. It keeps my troops up and running. 37% on that one. We're going to continue with this. We've got 2 more places to take, Selkiar, the city, and then the temple. And then hopefully that should be pretty much that. So a lot of problems going on in Marine with these dragons. If only I was brave. And I have a son. then I might try and tame one of them, but I think it would be a very stupid move. So even though I'm known for them, I'm not going to make this stupid move. Come on, all I want is to incite you to revolt. Have we even got a plot for it? We don't. Right, let's start putting you to good work, shall we? So we could get you to scheme, or we could do spy network. We're going to do spy network, because if we can get some evidence, that'd be nice. Right, so we've taken that, 48%, that's it. Oh, it's going to be one of those ones. Right, let's go down here then. Sometimes I wish they would just give up when they know the inevitable is going to happen. In fact, let's try and speed things up a little bit. We'll get another 1,000 down to help them out. In fact, you can just take care of these guys. Crazy tactics there. Sending 250 men just to try and take care of this. Unfortunately, they're going to beat us because our morale is garbage. So we'll let them join up with these here and we'll send them both over together. Always forget about that on amphibious assaults, especially with newly raised armies. Meanwhile, I don't know why their morale is so bloody high, considering they have no chance of taking over any city at all. Especially one that's got a garrison of 10,000. So now in Faris we are besieging Nahos. Once again, it's just the capital, then a city, then a temple. Which is fine, business as usual when we're doing our slave raids down there. We'll disband you guys now. You are not needed. In fact, we'll get you back to friendly lands first. Oh, another slave has given birth. That's great. We are making some headway here. Our prestige is going to go up as well, don't forget, after we do this. And we'll have a look at a longer term ambition. Maybe Conquest is going to be the best one for us. It's not something... Well, we did have a look early game at doing it, but it is... Are these guys taking the mick? How are they just jumping all over the place? There we go, so we disbanded them guys there. We're still trying to chase this random 254 men on the horses. Let's just say they're very mobile for such a small army, and once again they've done it. Are you taking the... They are taking... Right. So here's how we're going to do it. In fact, why do I always just do that? Firstly, join. Split in half. Here we go. One's going to go that way, one's going to stay here. And we'll see if the guys can elude us this time. So we're very close to taking Nahos now. And this man, Shan Aram the Imperious. Now that is a name that's very good. It's much better than my non-name. So Imperious, I like that. You need to come up with a name for me. See, they've done it again. Oh, right. If these guys elude us now, I'm just gonna call up my entire army just to take out these 254 men. It looks like we've caught them. Yeah, that's fine. Disband. Disband. My words. That was almost painful chasing after that tiny little army. But that's now them running with 59. They just need to take the hint and go home, because their home is pretty much taken. We have 2 more bits, but we are now at 96%, so this is going to go very fast indeed. And another slave child. This is good. We're going to have to open up a shop to sell all these children. We have that many of them. Once again, I am not going to be educating any slave, especially when she's riding them. So, no. I say no once again. Oh, another plot, and look who it is. our good old friend Prince Wallen. So 98% now. Will this ever end? Let's speed things up a little bit. I want to get to the end of this and I want to go ahead and leave on a high mark. And there we go. Offer them peace. Slave raid has ended. We've fulfilled our ambition. Let's get the troops back home and let's get them disbanded here. So that's going to be it for yet another episode. Obviously guys, I hope very much that you're continuing to enjoy the series. Yes, I know it's a little bit more slow paced, but I'm keeping things going with a few slave wars and things like that. So you guys know what to do. Raise those thumbs. Cheers, bye.